All right, today we're going to go over our review for Unit 2 here. We're starting off with question 1, Part A. So this question is about students and adults purchasing tickets for a recent basketball game. Well, I wish we were playing basketball games. I missed that. Now, all the tickets were sold at the ticket booth. Season passes, discounts, etc. were not allowed. So we know that student tickets cost $6 each. We also know that adult tickets cost $12 each. Then we have some totals, okay? We have a total of $5,400 was collected, and a total of 800 tickets were sold. So, what we are tasked with doing is writing a system of equations that can be used to find the number of students X. Ooh, so this is actually important for us. We need to remember that students is going to be X, and then adults, oops, I used the wrong color here. Students should be red. So students are going to be X, and then adults are going to be blue here, and they're going to be Y. So let's start off with the things we already know. We know that for students, let's go to students. Students, we are using an X to represent students here. So students, the number of students, student number is going to equal my X, and student cost is going to equal $6. $6. Then the things we know about our adults is adult numbers is going to be my Y, and my adult money is going to be 12. What a ripoff for adults. And then I think I'm going to split my equations into two things because I have two totals. I'm going to look at the number of tickets. That'll be the first thing I look at here. And then down here, I'm going to look at the money sold. So I'm going to have my total money and my total ticket. So obviously, we are going to start this equation off up here with my 800 because that's the number of tickets sold right here. So I'm going to have 800 equals, and then I'm going to use my student value. So I'm going to have my X and then my adult value Y. So this is basically just saying the number of students plus the number of adults equals 800 tickets sold. Then down here for my money, I need to pick up my money total. So my money total is going to be 5,400 equals, and then I'm going to still have my X and my Y, but this time I can't just add tickets, I have to add prices of tickets. So student tickets, which are X, are $6. So I'm going to have to say this is 6X. And then adult tickets are 12, so I'm going to have to say this is 12Y. Okay? Now, we are going to slide on over to Part B. Now, Part B is basically just wanting a solution. And it's asking how many X students X went and how many Y went. Now remember that X is my students and that Y is my adults. Now, I could go ahead and solve this system of equations. I could take my 800 equals X plus Y, and I could take my 5,400 plus or equals 6x plus 12y, and I could solve and plug and chug. I could plug my x values into each other. I could isolate variables and solve, or I could just graph it. And when I graph it, I'm going to be looking for where those points cross. So let's go ahead and actually try graphing this. Here in Desmos, I already have my two graphs going. Now, one thing, when you plug these in, you'll be taken to this home part of the graph. You're going to want to zoom out quite a bit because think about it. We have 5,000 tickets sold and 800 tickets sold. So we're going to have to zoom out quite a bit. But where this crosses, this is the solution to my equation right here. So the solution to my equation is going to be 700, 100. So I know from Desmos, from graphing, the lines touch at 700 and 100. So 700, 100 as an ordered pair. You always want to write your ordered pair like this. So that means that my first value is always going to be my x value, and then I'm always going to be followed up with a y value. So I kind of did the little color coding here that would help us out. So that means my students has to be 700 students, and my adults have to be 100 adults going. Now, let's go on to part C. So part C is going to be up here. Question 1, part C, assuming that the number of students and adults attending would not change, how much more money could have been collected at the playoff game if the student price was kept at $6 per ticket and the adults were charged $15? So students, okay, students is going to still be my 6. This is going to be my student price. But now my adults are going to be charged 15. Okay? So let's go ahead and think about our solutions that we had. We know that we have 700 students going. So in order to find my student valued, I would take my $6 each times these 700 students. And that's going to equal some value. And then to find my adults here, I'm going to have to take my my $15 and multiply by the 100. Now you're going to get some sort of number for both of these. Then you're going to have to add them up, and that would be your new total money, which is going to be a little bit more. All right, so you're going to go ahead. You can do that on your own. I know you can multiply those and get that figured out. If you need help with the next one, there's another video right after this.